The third examples of the material nouns are these. The nouns, information, and advice are classified as the material nouns. The statement to deliver the object indicated by the noun, information, or advice is countable with the number, but the unit to count the number of the object indicated by the noun, information, or advice is applied in accordance with the speakers in the linguistic group. Each clause to deliver the object indicated by the material noun, information, or advice is countable, but the object indicated by the material noun, information, or advice is uncountable because the object indicated by the material noun, information, or advice is connected limitlessly. All together. The speakers in the linguistic group are in accordance with the fact that the object indicated by the noun, information, or advice is connected with a specific extent of a relation. For example, there is a song in Korean about the endless linkage of each piece of information. The hips of a monkey are red. What is red is an apple. An apple is delicious. What is delicious is a banana. A banana is long. These clauses are able to be listed limitlessly. The subject, the subjective complement, the subject, the subjective complement, the subject, and the subjective complement are related. So we can understand the necessity to count the number of the unit that discerns the object indicated by the material noun, information. In this way, the song can last limitlessly because the one allows us to conceive and share the new information every day and every second. The speakers in the linguistic group define a unit of the object indicated by the material noun, information, or advice with the general noun piece, whose definition is also applied to indicate an art piece because the object indicated by the material noun, information, or advice is granted by our Lord Jesus Christ. We can understand that the object indicated by the material noun, information, or advice is considered to be the precious existence, like an art piece of Jesus Christ. The first examples of a material noun are these. The nouns wheat, rice, corn, sand, flour, sugar, salt, and etc. are classified as the material nouns. The material noun wheat, rice, corn, sand, flour, sugar, or salt indicate a grain from the definition, which is usually applied to indicate a great extent of quantity. This is obvious when we have a meal with a bunch of rice and bread made from a great amount of flour. For the practical application, the speakers in the linguistic group are accorded to the necessity to set a unit for a great amount of the grain, like a bag to carry the grain in our daily lives commonly. even though each grain is identifiable from the other grain next to the grain. The speakers in the linguistic group are in accordance with the unit, like the object indicated by a general noun bag as a container for the object indicated by the material noun, wheat, rice, corn, sand, flour, sugar, or salt, which is suitable to indicate the huge amount of grains frequently applied in our daily lives. The speakers are accorded to a unit for a common use. The unit of the grain is manually set for the common use rather than counting the number of each grain. This tells us that the speakers in the linguistic group are able to set a unit for a commonly applied quantity of an object indicated by a material noun. And the speaker and the listeners in all conversation whose influence on the accordance about a unit for the object is lighter than a linguistic group with the speakers can also set a new unit for an object indicated by a material noun. From now on, we will study about the comparison between a material noun and a general noun. Before we start to study about a general noun, the unit of an object indicated by a material noun is able to be determined by the participant in the conversation. The material noun to indicate an object whose unit is accorded to the speakers in the linguistic group can be classified as a general noun. We can think of a general noun, pizza, and the phrase of a material noun, a piece of pizza. A noun, pizza, is able to be applied as a material noun or a general noun. The number of a pizza that is baked as a complete form by a baker is countable with the number 1. The object indicated by a general noun pizza is identifiable with the other object indicated by the same general noun pizza. And we can say that in this example, the noun pizza is able to be classified as a general noun. So we can reveal the number of the object indicated by the general noun pizza with the indefinite article a stated ahead of the general noun pizza. When we try to split the pizza into pieces, the speaker and the listeners in the conversation who are about to eat the pizza together are needed to discuss the unit of the pizza. From then, the participants in the conversation consider the unit of the object indicated by the noun pizza as a material noun, because the unit for the object indicated by the material noun pizza is needed to be accorded newly. There are examples of pizza or a piece of pizza. In this example, the noun pizza is classified as a general noun, as an entity that is whose unit is discernible with the other object indicated by the general noun pizza. When the speaker and the listeners in the conversation are about to set a unit for the object indicated by the noun pizza, the noun pizza is classified as a material noun. So the noun pizza in the phrase of the noun a piece of pizza is classified as a material noun. This applies to an example of cake as well. The unit of a pizza and a cake that are made as an entity is definite because the pizza and the cake are separate from the other pizza and cake. The object that is intended to be divided with the agreement on a unit determined by the need to measure the object with a number is indicated by a material noun. A speaker can think of the size of a pizza like this, and the other speaker can think of the unit of the pizza like this, accompanied by the agreement on the unit. The noun to indicate the object is classified as a general noun.